Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
What's up, everybody? HTG Doug here, and today we're continuing our Destiny farming methods, and this time we're doing how to farm rare and legendary engrams on Earth. You may have noticed or have seen our one for Moon. I actually found this one to be slightly better. I think it's actually a lot quicker and faster and much more efficient than the one on Moon is, but that's up to you guys to decide. So you guys can just watch, sit back, relax, enjoy, see which one you like the best. I am going to show you how to get to the spot, of course, as always, and we're going to go over to the Skywatch, which is where the Hive and the Fallen fight. If you know where that is, then great. If you don't, then follow along and we'll get there very, very soon. Alright, so I farmed this area for about an hour. You're going to see about 10 minutes of it-ish, because I have it sped up quite a bit. And after about an hour, maybe a little less, because I did 2 public events, and I had the battle take place, so I had to run away from that, because it gets pretty crazy. I had about 15 rare engrams, which, if you do the farming spot on Moon, you get about 5 about every half an hour. So I do think this is a lot better and faster, and it's a lot easier than having to die and wait for the night to kill you on Moon, and so forth and so forth and so forth. So just my personal opinion, though. I mean, you guys can let me know in the comments below which one you like better, or if you like a different one, then I'll look into that as well, and maybe we'll do a video for that one as well. So it's pretty simple. Once you come into Skywatch, you basically just sit over here by this pillar and you shoot every guy that comes out of that cave. And you already see I already got a rare engram sitting there. And as long as no one gets close to the cave, it will constantly spawn 2 groups of enemies. The first group is like 3 acolytes. The second group is like 3 or 4 or 5, and then a couple thralls. So you definitely, the one group is obviously better, but you know, it's all good. You have about 8 to 10 guys in a matter of like 10 to 15 seconds. So you get a lot of guys very, very quickly. It is worth noting that if one person gets too close, but still far enough away, then only the group of acolytes will spawn. So you have to back up to somewhere near this area, so that way you can get both groups to spawn with the thralls and not just the acolytes. Also worth noting that if one of them gets, you have to kill everybody that comes out of the cave for the next group to spawn. So if they get away, just do what I did and just kind of shoot them, or go find them and then shoot them, come back, and they'll respawn again. It's pretty easy to not mess this up. Like now that we got all that out of the way, I do recommend having an auto rifle or a scout rifle, and then having a rocket launcher as a heavy weapon, and you'll see why in a second. Mine tracks, so it's even better, but it basically takes out a whole group of the acolytes, or the thralls and acolytes, in one shot, and it keeps you from having to run back and forth as quickly as if you were just using like your primary. So you can also try using a sniper as your secondary, but mine's an exotic, if you may have noticed when I pulled up the menu. And I can't pick up ammo for it. It regenerates itself, and it's capped at 6. So it takes a little while for it to respawn ammo, so I don't like using it for this part. But if you guys have a different sniper rifle, then I suggest using that as well as so you have 3 weapons that you can kill enemies with. I tried using a machine gun as my heavy, and it was too inaccurate from this far range, so the rocket launcher is definitely the better of the 2 heavy weapons to use. So, but like I said, if you guys have a better method that you like, or if the heavy machine gun works for you, then that's fine. So as you can see, I had a few that got away, and you just basically shoot them, and then just move on to the group, and the next one will spawn very quickly. But that's basically the whole method. You just make sure you stand far enough back so that you get both groups to spawn, and you shouldn't have too much of a problem. Like I said, I got 15 engrams in about an hour. 2 of them were legendary, which I actually got a legendary shotgun from, so I was very, very happy. The only bad thing about this, you don't get any chests, really, but you don't really get the one on Moon anyway. So there's really no chests in this method, and you don't really get any silken codexes or anything like that. But if you're this late in the game, or if you're really any point in the game, Glimmer is not really a problem. So it's not something you really need to worry about. So this spot's a little better anyway, because you can get public events, and they spawn up just about every half an hour. I got 2 in about hour and 15 minutes I was here. And like I said, I had the little area or time when the Hive and the Fallen were fighting, and a bunch of yellow dudes come out. And if you haven't seen it, it's actually quite a sight to see. It's basically just tons and tons of yellow knights and wizards and like servitors and everything. And captains. It's absolutely crazy. If you haven't seen it, then I definitely suggest staying here long enough to see it, because it's actually it's really interesting to watch, and it's a great little like Easter egg they put in there. But other than that, that's basically the entire method. Once you run out of ammo, you can either use a special or an ammo synthesis, which I don't recommend doing, because you can just run up to the cave and grab your engrams and then grab ammo. You should almost always have enough to fill. And as we get later on in this video, you'll see how many ammo things are actually laying on the ground. It's pretty crazy. Don't forget, you also have grenades, so if you get caught like I did, you just make sure you throw out a grenade and kind of trying to keep them from like running away from you. As you see here, I kind of got them far away. But then you can just go in, like you'll see how many different. See, I get 1 green, 1 blue, and then there's a ton of ammo laying around. And that's just after a couple waves. Like give it a couple, give like 10, 15 minutes. The whole cave floor will be covered with ammo. So you should never have a problem with ammo whatsoever. And then once you get back again, you'll see they spawn pretty quickly, and you can just keep doing this over and over again for as long as you like. Said an hour and 15 minutes. I got plenty. I went up a whole Cryptarch level, which was great because then I got another package, and I'm going to speed this up quite significantly just so you guys can see this. But that's basically the whole video. So I'm just going to do this for another 3-4 minutes here so you guys can see how many rare engrams I actually get. I think in this video I got 4, and it's only about 10 minutes of video, so it's pretty good. Like the one on Moon is definitely a lot slower, and you have to wait for the night to kill you, and it's a lot harder because you're on level 24 where this is level 5. So yeah, this can be done solo, but it's better with a team of 2 or 3 just because it keeps them from getting out of the cave a little better. By yourself, it could become a little hard to keep them in there and not get them all scattered like you saw earlier. I don't know what this guy on the left's doing, but I was basically taking them out for a while for myself, and yeah, it gets a little tricky. So you have to use a lot more ammo. You kind of go back and forth quicker and stuff like that. So if you get a fire team with like 2 or 3 other people, then it doesn't matter who kills them because you'll have a chance to drop engrams either way. But if you have random people with you, then well, you know, then you're not gonna get the engrams that they kill enemies for. So you'll see I don't really get anything this round. I get 1 green or 3 greens. Wow, I didn't even see those. But I do get the heavy ammo, and you'll see the rocket launcher in action here. And I get 7 shots in mine, and I shoot it into a wall, which is my fault. But I do end up getting a nice couple groups here. Just wait, as soon as they pop up, just shoot a rocket in there. Normally it'll take out at least 90% of them. Sometimes one will get away, but it's just basically because he spawns late or the rocket just blows up in a weird place. But other than that, like I said, that's about it. It's a really great method, and I suggest you use this because I have a feeling they're going to patch this very soon. I think you get way too many things. You saw I dropped another rare engram in there. I think you get way too much stuff in a short amount of time for them not to patch this. So I would definitely take advantage of this. I put it probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours into this spot total, and I've gotten so many legendary and rares. It's ridiculous. And like I said, with the public events where you can get ascended materials, I don't see this lasting very long without them nerfing it completely. I think what they'll do is they'll just end up dropping the spawn rate, because that's obviously not supposed to be like that. Like, if you're that far away, yeah. So jump on this as soon as possible, because like I said, it's not going to be here very long, I don't think. But I don't know. I have no inside information on whether or not this will be here for another year or another 2 days or another hour. All I know is that you should get on it while it's still available. You definitely need to increase the Cryptar rank to get some more packages. I went through like 2 ranks because I was just barely at the next one. So with all the engrams I cashed in, I got to another one. But I got 4 rare engrams from that, and you get a bonus for cashing in like the Cryptar package. So you really got to do this, because it's better than doing the strikes. Strikes take way too long. You see how many things I get? I got like 4 green and 2 rare in that one alone. The only thing I say is make sure you dismantle your greens, because you don't want to end up maxing those out. I'm not actually sure what happens if you fill up, if you don't get any more engrams or not, but I would not take that chance. You just every couple rounds, just take a few seconds to just dismantle them and then go back out and redo it. So that's going to do it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys find this spot useful. Let me know which spot you find better or you like better, or if you have a different spot, let us know, and I'll try to do a video for that one as well. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, make sure you follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, like and subscribe to us on YouTube, please, because we try our best to do these videos for you, and if you're not watching them, then we're not going to do them. So always check us out on Google+, Instagram, and Twitch, and on our website HappyThumbsGaming.com as well. And I will see you guys very, very soon.